Hello, magical people. Welcome back to the Daily Astro Show. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and we're streaming here live on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Very happy to be here with you all today during this very wacky, weird Aquarian season to talk about our astrology horoscope for the weekend of Friday, January 24th, going into Sunday, January 26th. So, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me, whether you're in the live crew or the replay crew. And we've also got Jens, my Yenzi here in the background, helping me moderate with the comments and everything. So, thank you, Yenzi, for all your help. We all love you very much. So, yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling in the comments below. It is very interesting at times, to say the least. So, before we get into the astrology, please remember, you guys, to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube, Rumble, and X channels, as well as the Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. And if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, those are available at the link in the description box below, consultations.beyondmystic.net. And my bookings for 2025 are starting in July. So that's where you can go get a personal reading with me. Also, we've got our lovely Carla over at ascensionorganites.com has currently a Shungite pendant sale valid until February 3rd. Corellian Moon and Circle pendants, 25% off. And I absolutely love the Shungite pendants, very good for EMF protection. So go support Carla and get an awesome Shungite pendant at ascensionorganites.com. How is everybody doing? Oh my God, we have had quite a freaking week, you guys. It's been a week, okay? So I'm very happy that as we get into this weekend, I'm happy to report. Okay, you guys have been hearing me say lately, it's absolutely batshit crazy astrology, Pluto Cazimi, Sun conjunct Pluto, all this crazy stuff going on. And yes, we are still in the influence of the Sun conjunct Pluto. Today, as I'm filming the Daily Astro for the weekend on Friday, January 24th, we've still got 3-degree orb separation, pretty strong conjunction still between the Sun and Pluto. It's no longer exact. It's 3 degrees off. And as we go every day throughout the weekend, the Sun gets 1 degree farther and farther away. We're getting out of that intensity of the Sun conjunct Pluto. And I'm really liking the aspects for this weekend. So I'm very happy to report that to you guys. I think the energy is actually going to be pretty light starting today, and you'll feel it more, particularly Saturday. So there's many things that I like going on, which I'm going to be sharing with you. Now, before we get into the specifics of the transits and things we've got going on for this weekend, you guys know I like to, I'm not just an astrologer that just talks about the transits and doesn't talk about anything going on in the collective. I got my moon in Capricorn, so I'm very interested in the current politics and, things that are going on in the collective, right? I like to incorporate that into my astrological practice. So, of course, many of you guys probably know we've got President Trump just traveled right before I went live to North Carolina and going to be visiting the Hurricane Helene aftermath. And then he's going to be going to Los Angeles and visiting which are still going on. Can you guys believe it? Oh my God. He's going to be visiting the wildfires aftermath and what's still going on with the wildfires. I cannot believe these fires are still going on. And some fires got reignited in Los Angeles. So sending so much love, support, light, prayers to everybody out in North Carolina that's been affected by these hurricanes, also to everyone out in Los Angeles that got affected by those hurricanes as well. I feel like this is going to be, you guys have been Helene. Thank you, Linda. You're saying the pronunciation is Helene. Thank you very much. I have a feeling, and I could be wrong about this, but I have a feeling that, we're in Aquarius season. We've still got this Sun conjunct Pluto. Things are freaking weird. The Sun conjunct Pluto is exposing the politics, the systems and structures of life, the things that no longer serve us as we step into this age of Aquarius, the corruption, what's holding us back from freedom. I think we're going to see President Trump and possibly Gavin Newsom together in California. And I think it's going to be freaking weird. Okay. So that's going to be some interesting tea that we're going to be seeing. So, kind of, President Trump visiting these places of natural disasters throughout the week. We've also just got the news, very good news. President Trump signs order to declassify files on JFK, RFK, and MLK assassinations. So that happened, I believe it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday, you guys. There's so much going on at the same time. I can't even remember now the exact days that these things are happening. Yes, it was Thursday, January 23rd, executive order to declassify these files. And I was just listening to JC and Janine on their Beyond the News episode on Beyond Mystic yesterday. And JC was saying, from his understanding, it may take up to 2 months until we actually get these files declassified based on kind of how it works with unsealing these documents, the logistics of this. Hello, Coco. Nice to see you in the comments. So, wow, we've just gotten that news right before we get into this weekend. And hopefully it comes out sooner than up to 2 months, but going to be absolutely wild. So there is a lot going on, a lot of development, movement, and you guys have been hearing me say in all the kind of shows for the past weeks, very important time with such a strong Plutonian, Aquarian energy. Our DNA is being activated, and things are very trippy. We can be having very big ascension symptoms. So, doing things like proper self care, drinking really good water, this is very, very important during these times because it can feel weird. And in medical astrology, Aquarius rules the nervous system, the electrical impulses in the body. So many of you have already heard me say this several times, but we can be more prone to just ascension symptoms, out of nowhere, just really noticing our nervous system. We can even feel like we're buzzing. So just doing really good grounding and self-care is important as we're still in the influence of this sun conjunct Pluto, right? So we're in this Pluto Cazimi hangover. That's what I'm going to call it. Okay, I've just made up this term. We had that exact Pluto Cazimi on the really weird day, Tuesday, January, I think it was 21st, with the whole Larry Ellison video talking about the AR, AI, mRNA shots. That was a very weird day for a lot of us. That was on the exact Pluto Cazimi day. And we're kind of in the hangover after that, still being in the Sun conjunct Pluto influence, where in the collective and in our personal lives as we go into this weekend, even though we've got very good aspects that I'm going to talk about, I'm very happy about them. There can also be some really weird, right? Aquarius is weird, shocking revelations continued in the collective and also in our personal lives. Okay. There could be like secrets coming out. Pluto rules secrets, right? Information that's been hidden or from the shadow side. We can also, when we've got Sun conjunct Pluto, it's also highlighting our own personal shadow side, right? And we can be very aware of maybe some things that we've been repressing, right? And in the sign of Aquarius, this could have to do with friends, group communities that we're associated with, our long-term goals and dreams, our wishes for the future, our relationship with technology, social media. A lot of us are addicted to the phones and the social media and things. All these Aquarian ruled areas are being really kind of highlighted within our personal shadow work with this Sun conjunct Pluto. But as I said, this conjunction is getting easier and easier, less of an influence with us being in the astrology of this weekend. I love that we've got the moon in Sagittarius today. Yay. We've also got the moon in very light and happy, positive, uplifting Sagittarius on Saturday as well. Saturday, we're also going to have exact Venus trine Mars. Okay. So this is a little bit of a sexy, fun astrological aspect, if you will. The goddess Venus is going to be 22 degrees of Pisces in exact trine to Mars, 22 degrees of Cancer. So, Venus is exalted in Pisces. She loves to be in Pisces. We'll talk about that in a second. And it's interesting because Mars is at fall in Cancer, retrograde. We've still got that Mars retrograde until February 23rd. Worsley now says, feels like a roller coaster ride Hang on to your hat, everyone. Yeah, it is a little bit of a roller coaster ride. And this weekend is actually quite positive. Okay. I think there can be some positive developments continued in the collective. We've seen a lot of huge changes in the past week. Also, in our personal lives, this is very positive for our personal commitments, our love and work relationships. This Venus in trine to Mars, Mars is at lesser power. Mars is not that strong because he's in his fall position in Cancer and he's retrograde. Venus is the stronger out of the two in this positive aspect. Venus, the planet of love, our commitments, our committed relationships, our values, exalted in Pisces, we're wanting more spiritual connections and relationships. And I got this message very strong. I forget what live stream I did, but I got the very strong intuitive message that for a lot of us, this Aquarius season that we are in is very much about looking at our relationships, looking at the people around us, whether this is love, Venus, whether this is friends, Uranus and Mercury, or work commitments, right? Saturn and Venus. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for the super chat. That is very sweet and kind of you. You say, at last I catch Meg live and electrified from the snow-squalled shores of Great Lake Huron, Ontario. So cool you're on Lake Huron. Thank you, Kim. Love Lake Huron. Sending lots of love your way. Yeah, so this is a weekend where we can actually have positive breakthroughs with maybe some issues we've been dealing with in personal relationships or even at home, right? That Mars and Cancer is about our family, homes, have anything having to do with domestic life. So this is very positive. This is very sexy as well. I say sexy because Venus and Mars are the two love and sex planets along with Pluto. Okay, we got that Sun conjunct Pluto still. So this is a great weekend to be doing something romantic we've got Venus trine Mars exact on Saturday. We've got Venus sextile Uranus exact on Sunday. We've also got Mercury sextile Neptune exact on Sunday. So this is like trine and two sextile exact aspects. Guys, these are the best aspects in astrology. So this is definitely fun and light and not too serious. Her Miller says, sexy time. Yes, it's good for sexy time. Okay. Good weekend for some sexy time. Good weekend to be spending with our loved ones, to be doing something fun. Also for creativity. Venus is very much creative. I love this Venus in sextile to Uranus, extremely creative, going to be on Sunday. And that Uranus is currently at 23 degrees in Taurus, Aquarian degree. Uranus is currently the dispositor of the sun in Aquarius. So it's going to, Venus in sextile to Uranus exact on Sunday. It's going to make the Aquarian influence even stronger than it already is. This whole Aquarius season, you guys, this is our first Aquarius season that we are in with Pluto fully ingressed into Aquarius. Okay. So we are really stepping forward into that Aquarian future. We are really stepping out of the past, old systems and structures. And this can be a lot. There can be moments where this feels like a lot, and there can be moments where it can feel challenging. I don't think this weekend so much is it feeling really challenging. I think this is a weekend where we can actually have fun through the changes that are going on, solidify the people around us with that Venus trine Mars, Venus sextile Uranus, that are Uranus, that are in alignment for our highest good. Venus is also about our values, what brings us pleasure and enjoyment. So that can be highlighted as well. So very happy to report that I'm liking the astrology for this weekend. Yay. It's been a while since I've been able to say that. We've been having so many, challenging aspects. We've been having retrogrades. We are going to have the moon enter her detriment position of Capricorn on Sunday, but no big deal because we got some other good aspects going on. So it's going to be really, really fun Friday going into Saturday for sure. Also want to share with you guys, Jens and I just saw this. before going live. Very, very interesting. This is from Infowars.com. We have Nicole Shanahan, who was RFK Jr.'s former running mate, interviewed by Megyn Kelly. And she was asked about the AI-backed mRNA cancer, you know what's. I don't know if we can say the V word on YouTube yet, so I'm just going to be careful. And she said could lead to extinction events. So I was very happy to see Nicole Shanahan speak on this, because we haven't really heard a remarking statement from President Trump or RFK Jr., the incoming health secretary, regarding the very strange comment by Larry Ellison on Tuesday at that press conference, which I'm sure a lot of you guys saw. So if you want to watch the full clip, you can go over to Infowars, but just want to play maybe a minute or two of this for those of you guys who maybe haven't seen yet. And she's Nicole Shanahan, super smart lady. And I'm going to be interested to see, is she going to have any part in this President Trump administration? What are kind of her next steps? So let's take a listen to what she has to say here. And why isn't this letting me play it? Oh, I have to go down. Okay, here we go. And I'm actually going to make this, can I make this a faster speed? I guess not. Okay, we'll just listen to it. Here we go.
And as I said, AI is a computer system. Human health is not. It is not. And so there are some good uses of AI in the world. And for those, I'm always happy to be a resource on. For instance, I was just with a farmer and we were coming up with a farm plan. And I was like, man, I would love, if there's an AI that could help me model the phases of deploying a new pasture, raised chicken operation on this lot, on this very specific lot here in California. Wouldn't that be great? Because farmers are really struggling financially, and that's actually a really great economic use of AI. So there's so many. I could think about about 250 things that could have been shared in yesterday's conference that are really excellent uses of AI, and I didn't really hear them. Instead, I heard a few that were kind of, out there and if deployed too quickly could lead to an extinction event. And so I think we have to be careful.
The government fears.
There's the full clip over on Infowars, but was very happy to see Nicole Shanahan speak on that, because I know a lot of us are feeling a little bit unsettled after that AI mRNA cancer statement made. And, I do feel that RFK Jr. and President Trump know a lot of the good uses that AI can help us with in terms of health. And definitely what was mentioned was not the main good one, not even a good one at all. So that's going to be interesting to see that situation develop. And Nicole Shanahan is a very smart lady. And actually, on the topic of that, there's another chart that I want to show. Let me see if I've got it here on my desktop. I might not have it on my desktop. I shared it in one of my videos. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, it is this one. Okay, let me bring this up over here. This is going to be, again, going to the weirdness theme around Aquarian transits, okay? This is a chart. Now, of course, this is just, daily Astro we're talking about this weekend, but it relates to what's happening now with a lot of people being, upset about those comments that were made, tripped out, right? The thought of, oh my God, an AI mRNA shot, right? It's interesting because in 2025, particularly when we get to this September eclipse season in August, September, we will have very rare aspects between Pluto, 1 degrees Aquarius, Neptune, 1 degrees Aries, Uranus, 1 degrees Gemini, all the most outer planets in air, fire signs, new energy out of the earth and water signs. Thank God. At 1 degree, critical new beginnings, critical degree, in positive aspects, in either trine or sextiles to each other. Pluto is technology. Pluto is AI in Aquarius, right? Neptune, in positive aspect to that, and Uranus, is the healing arts, medical institutions, diseases, cures for diseases. And Uranus, the dispositor of Pluto and Aquarius, the ruler of Aquarius, is the future in innovation and invention. So I do think that we will see this year possibly the cure for cancer or autism or the cure for the effects from the the experimental injections, right? There will be massive positive developments in the health field this year and going into 2026. Some of that ancient knowledge, but also trippy that some of that might come from AI. Now, I'm not talking about an AI mRNA shot. Let me be very clear. AI is a tool in the positive side of it, helping us actually in terms of health and being able to possibly cure things. So that does show up in the astrology. I'm not saying get an mRNA shot. Let me be very clear about that. I don't want anyone to mince my words here, but huge medical advancements through our own knowledge, but also possibly AI helping us with that, which may sound weird. Aquarius is weirdness. Okay. I've been saying that to you guys. So I'm so excited for that time and what is going to be invented. So that's something we can look forward to. Maybe it'll even happen before that. So before I finish up, you guys, and go check out the Coco show right after I'm done here at 1 p.m. Eastern on the Beyond Mystic, Rumble, and X channels. Let's just pull a couple cards really quick for our divine messages, divine guidance from the universe for this weekend with the transits that we've got. And I'm going to pull a card from our angel number oracle deck and one from the Ancient Stones deck. Oh, they all just splattered on my laptop there. Oh, my lucky number. We've got 77, purpose. Loves it. Lucky 7. Guys, this is positive energy this week with these aspects. Love it, love it, love it. 77, purpose. We can be receiving, particularly with the Mercury sextile Neptune, like clarity around our purpose and moving forward. And to me, 7s are very lucky. And it's like we're in alignment. Whenever I see 7s, it's like, okay, I'm in alignment. That's kind of what I get from it. And interesting that we've got obstacle, because I think I might have used that word. Moving past obstacles. I think I literally might have used those exact words while I was doing the horoscope. So this is very nice weekend. We're moving past obstacles. We're in enjoyment and fun. And don't let anything bring you down. Okay. If there's any weird energies, don't let it bring you down. Have fun. Be in the enjoyment. Be in the fun, because there's times when we need to have fun and not everything needs to be so serious. Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Before I finish up, remember to go check out on the Beyond Mystic Academy. Oh, I got to fix the screen here. Ashala's new dowsing workshop, level 2, learning how to use metal rods. That's awesome new workshop and getting amazing feedback. And also Jens's new Christ consciousness meditation, connect with the consciousness of love. So Jens does absolutely amazing meditations. If you haven't checked them out yet, go to the beyondmystic.academy where he's got several different ones. This is a new one that includes one with music track, one without music track. And the Christ consciousness is something that is definitely important for us to be tuning into. So thank you so much, Yenzi, for that new meditation. And remember, guys, if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, you can check that out at consultations.beyondmystic.net. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. And I will see you all very soon. Wishing you an absolutely magical weekend. Mwah. Bye, everybody.